It's day 31 of 30 Days of Sketches Series 11. I'm so excited to be working with this layout from Sarah's Pretty Papers. That's her Instagram handle, and I will link to her down in the description. There are a lot of photos on this sketch by Sarah, and I'm going to try to use as many of these photos as I can. They were taken at the LST Ship Memorial. If I can, I'm going to incorporate this pamphlet that we got at the museum. The first thing I need to do is try to crop these photos. Some of them can be cropped and some of them probably cannot. But I'm going to try to do the strips like Sarah had, and we'll just see how I do here. It's going to be tricky, but I want to try to fit as many photos in strips as I possibly can. I also pulled some tags to try to embellish the layout. I tried to pick some that maybe had an ocean type of feel, or something a little masculine, and so these kind of called to me, and I think that they might be nice for just setting off each of the strips, kind of like Sarah has in her sketch. And then I got some nice navy grosgrain ribbon that could finish those tags off, and let's just see how we do. This one's going to be a challenge, no doubt. While I'm cropping the photos, I want to just share that 30 Days of Sketches is hosted by Christy of Christy's Beautiful Life, and I will link to her YouTube channel down in the description. Thank you, Christy, for an amazing opportunity here. It's been so much fun, and I've been blown away by the creativity of these sketches and by the challenge of trying to scrapbook 30 days in a row. I'm trying to make the photos the same height, not necessarily the same width, but the same height, so that each of my rows can go together. Now, each row won't be the same height. I already know that much. Let's take a look at the background papers. One of them is kind of a maritime map, and the other is just a similar kind of tone and shade. There's some flowers on it, but I will plan to find a way to cover that up, because I don't really want the flowers. Let's just see how we do. I'm going to try to experiment with some photo placement first. The pamphlet can kind of be the anchor item, maybe. We'll see. Okay, now that I have this laid out, I realize I may not have room for the tags, but we're gonna still leave them as a possibility. It will just be maybe a modification of the layout. I might put a tag or two down here, maybe one over here. We're just gonna wait and see on the tags. But I think for the pictures on the layout, I think I've got things pretty much how I want them. To get the pamphlet on here and allow for interaction, I've got a photo pocket, and I can slip the pamphlet in here. I'll have to cut the top, but that's okay. I'll slip the pamphlet in here, and then I'll be able to tuck a couple more photos underneath as well. So lots and lots of photos on this layout. I need to think about if I want some photo mats, and I think I do. There's kind of a lot of yellow and blue in these elements. So let's try to add some photo mats to kind of help the eye focus on photos and just break up the page a little bit. Let me get this down first. Earlier in the month, I did a couple of other layouts with photos taken at this museum. So this layout will go in the album next to those other layouts. These little pockets are handy. I get mine from Creative Memories. They're called peekaboo pockets. I've just combined several orders into one package, but when you need one, you need one, and this is one of those instances for sure. I'm gonna focus on this left page for now. Using my Scotch ATG adhesive. I'll link to that product down in the description. I am an Amazon associate and receive a commission from qualifying purchases. This is my all-time favorite adhesive. I go through the refills quite a bit, but slower than you would think. There is a lot of adhesive on those refills, and they're very affordable. So I like that quite a bit. As a scrapbooker and paper crafter, I use a lot of adhesive. It's just part of the deal. Okay, let's see. I think there's a place here for, yeah, these are gonna look nice. And I can do some journaling here about the experience. Using the tags differently than the sketch calls for, but that's a nice thing about sketches. You can just take inspiration and then morph them as you find what you need on your page and how your page elements will fall together. It's kind of fun, right? Scrapbook confession. I don't know where this stapler came from, but isn't it the cutest thing you've ever seen? I have no idea. It has this like ceramic little girl that decorates her. There's some kind of label here, but I can't read it. But I can't let her go. Isn't she just so sweet? It's amazing. I know that wasn't much of a confession, but I think she's kind of, I don't know. How would you describe her? She's like a Holly Hobby on a stapler or something. I should give her a name, right? Let me know what you think her name should be. I don't know. She needs a name for sure. Remember when you were little and you named your dolls? I think my stapler needs a name. I'd only seen Morse code on movies, and this museum had a little station where you could try Morse code out, and I thought that was just a really cool touch to engage, well, people of any age, really. Jeff and I were fascinated by it, and so was Audrey. I never quite understood how someone could get so good at hearing those beep beep beeps and know what the message was. That's just, what a skill. Okay, got these a little high. Gotta bring them down. Maybe bring these up. Bring it down, bring it up. Okay. Yes. Ta-da! That concludes 30 days of sketches for Series 11. I had so much fun. Thanks for joining me on the journey. And we'll be back in June with another series of sketches. I can't wait. Keep on scrapping and paper crafting, everyone.